Hey, YouTube world, it's your girl Beverly K back again in the streets. In the streets. In this episode of Life, basically, we're going to be talking about life after graduation. I mean, you've graduated, so what? You graduated, then what? I mean, it was great. University was amazing. Varsity was the best time of my life. I don't know about y'all, but it was the best time of my life. I got to discover myself. I got to meet amazing people who I call friends to this day. Oh, I got to test my limits with sleep deprivation, stress. It's a whole lot, but it was the greatest time, honestly speaking, of my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But what came after graduation for me was the worst thing ever because I was not guaranteed a job straight from university. So I was there on the stage like Sana Marina, yay! Sana Marina, Kuboya Tudo. But at the back of my mind, I was like, damn it, I'm savings. Then what? Because it's all good and well to celebrate it. And the thing with me is that I'm such a perfectionist. I want things done and I want them done now. So when I graduated, it was like that thing. I was like, yo, I should be going to a job, but dololo job. So what then? I honestly fell into some, I don't even know what to call it, but I fell into a very deep depression and stress because, as I said, I'm a perfectionist. In my head, I was like, I had made it up in my mind that, after qualifying new sevens from the get-go, and life humbled me such that I was like, damn it, I didn't have a job to go to, so I had to go sit at home for some time. It was the worst time of my life because every morning everyone in the house goes somewhere. They go to work, and you're just left in the house to look at the roof, basically the ceiling, the whole day, watch TV. You end up knowing all the programs on TV. I mean, there's only so much you can watch. And you wait for everybody to return home. And when they return home, they're telling you of their day, and you're just like, okay, but I did nothing. It was so depressing, honestly speaking. That time was horrible. And you tend to like, you live in your head so much that you be like, why did I even go to school? Why did I even waste my money? Like, why did I even, why? It is a horrible time, but this too shall pass. Just keep that in mind. So all the stresses and all the worries of being unemployed, they're very real because at the rate that South Africa is going, we have so much more graduates that are coming out of university who have no guarantee of a job, of any employment of any kind. It is sad because more and more of us are chilling at home doing absolutely nothing with our lives. So what's the way forward? How can we fix this, or how can I help you get out of that rut that you're in, that I was once in? I'm just going to give you ideas of what I did to survive my rut, and the stuff that I was thinking of doing, and the things that I wanted to actually work on, but eventually employment came along and I dropped them. But here's a few things that you can look at. The only way to actually curb unemployment is just to go the entrepreneurship route. It might not be easy, but it is the only way that you can earn an income, unless if, let's say, you just want to go hustle somewhere else. But creating some form of employment for yourself is the only way you can get out of that rut. Examples of things you can do. I started baking when I was not working, and I started selling my stuff to people. I baked cookies, and you put it in a 5 liter bucket, you sell it. People come by and buy. It wasn't a lot of money that you make that got in from people that came to buy, but it was money at the end of the day. I was able to afford certain things for myself. Like, I mean, I could go to a KFC and buy myself a streetwise too. I'm just saying. So you can look into something like that. One of your hobbies, turn that into employment. Are you a gardener? mow someone's lawn. Not even a gardener. Can you just generally wash a car? If you can, then grab a bucket, open a car wash. Stuff like that. It's not the biggest things, and of course it might not have so much traffic to start with, but believe you me, eventually you'll make something. It might not be millions of rands, but let's say you wash two cars for 50 bucks each. You've made 100 rand that you couldn't just pick up on the floor somewhere, or someone just didn't give you. You worked for it. That's something. And that 100 rand can buy you data. The data can get you searching for employment, can get you applying. That's something, you know. Another thing that I used to do was that I found a teacher who needed help with marking scripts. So she would say, okay, here's 50 scripts, mark for me, and she'd just give me money for that. And afterwards as well, when she's done marking and rechecking everything, she wants all those marks to be inserted into an Excel sheet. So she paid me for that thing. That's something you could look at as well. I mean, there's schools everywhere. I mean, locally, you can open such a service. I mean, not even marking it per se. Let's say you're not that kind of person who's patient with scripts and stuff, but you could say I can do admin for teachers. Open something like that, you know, and once you start doing for one teacher, next thing you know, that teacher will tell another teacher, that teacher will tell the next thing, the whole school is being serviced by you admin wise. Do you have a local school near you? Go there, check it out. You will really be surprised at the stuff you could do actually. The problem is that we tend to be so nearsighted that we're only thinking of what we're qualified for, that we don't realize that there's other stuff happening near us. Another thing that you could do is run errands for people. We all know that Home Affairs is, yeah, our special department. You could start queuing for people at Home Affairs. Depending on the amount of hours you spend, let's say, what, 20 Rand, 30 minutes? You could do that. You could save people so much time and make so much money out of it. It's not even funny. You could do that. Look into something like that. I tell you, you could make a killing. Nearest Home Affairs department, go check them out. You would be surprised at how many people have to rush to their jobs, but they need to actually be at Home Affairs at a certain time. You could do that for them. And then on the other side of unemployment as well, the stuff that continue to drag you down is social pressures and peer pressure as well. Get off social media. I tell you, it would save your life. Social media is a killer, because when you're on social media, your friends are who graduated with you are you following them, you know, and most of them, by the time that you're chilling at home, most of them, they're working and they're making money and they're buying cars and they're going on vacations, and you're just chilling at home. You all are in the same WhatsApp group. I mean, you all are the graduates, you know, but they're so much further along than what you are that you tend to kill yourself over such things. You're like, oh my goodness, I should be having a car by now. Relax. Relax. There's a time and place for everything, and it's just not your time yet. And believe me, when it's your time, you'll be shining. You'll be amazing when it's your time. But be patient. Honestly, be patient, because eventually something will come up. It might not be your dream job, but it will be something that you would do, you know. One of those rejection letters, one day it'll come up and say, you know what, job offer, you know. And there's there's hope. I tell you, there's hope. If someone else who's been in the same position can tell you that, there is hope. Do not give up. Do not. I mean, send those emails. If there's 100 of them, hey, send them. Just send them. One of those doors will eventually open, and you would be surprised the stuff you'd get out of that one door. Because once you're in, you're in. And every other thing just works out. So, yeah, that's just my little advice of trying to get out of that unemployment rut. And it is stressful, it is very much annoying, and it is just, it's a killer, a silent killer. But do not give up. Keep it at the back of your mind that you know what, it could be worse. There's always hope. This too shall pass. And you know what? Have faith in something bigger than you. If it's Jesus, believe in Jesus. If it's Allah, believe in that higher power, because it's the only thing that can get you through. Believe that there's something bigger than you that's in control, and it believes that you deserve greater things. You deserve great stuff, and they will find you. What's yours is yours. It might take a while to find you, but it will get to you. So do not despair. It's not the end of the world. Tomorrow shall be a brighter day. It will be. So keep it locked, and do not forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I'll leave my handles right below so that you can do the things. And hopefully I can keep motivating you to do great and amazing things as we embark and take on this life thing together and doing it grand. Do not forget to call your friends, your loved ones, and everybody else you know to come join in. Let's keep discussions like this going.